Have you ever had a moment where you didn't recognize yourself? Not in the mirror, but in your behavior. A reaction that felt too strong, an emotion that came out of nowhere, a thought that made you uncomfortable. And after it happened, you asked yourself, why did I do that? You try to explain it. You try to justify it. You try to move on. But deep inside, something feels off, because a part of you knows. That wasn't random. That was something deeper. Carl Jung believed that the most dangerous part of your personality is not the part you show to the world, but the part you hide from yourself. Every day, you wake up believing something simple. I am in control. Your decisions feel intentional. Your emotions feel justified. Your reactions feel natural. But what if they're not? What if most of your life is not conscious, but automatic? Think about your habits, the way you respond to stress, the way you react to criticism, the way you handle rejection. Did you consciously choose those patterns, or did they form without your awareness? From childhood, you were shaped, not by logic, but by experience. You learned what is acceptable and what is not. You learned what gets approval and what gets rejection. And slowly, without realizing it, you began to split yourself in two. One part of you became visible, polished, controlled, acceptable. This is the version of you that people like. You smile, even when you're hurting. You stay calm, even when you're angry. You act confident, even when you feel insecure. This is your persona, the mask. Carl Jung described the persona as a social role, a character you play to fit into the world. At first, it's useful. It helps you belong. It helps you survive. But over time, it becomes dangerous because you stop realizing it's a mask. And when that happens, you lose touch with your real self. Everything you reject about yourself doesn't disappear. It gets pushed away, buried, ignored, and it forms something powerful. The shadow. Your shadow is not evil. It's simply everything you refuse to accept about yourself. Your anger, your jealousy, your insecurity, your fear. Think about it. How many times have you said, I'm not like that. I would never do that. That's not me. But Jung would say, that is exactly you. Here's where it becomes dangerous. The shadow doesn't stay silent. It influences you. Quietly, subtly. It shapes your reactions. It drives your emotions. It controls your behavior without your awareness. Imagine this. Someone criticizes you. On the surface, you stay calm. But inside, something explodes. You feel anger, defensiveness, tension. Later, you replay the moment again and again. You can't let it go. That's not just the situation. That's your shadow, reacting. One of Jung's most powerful ideas is projection. What you refuse to see in yourself, you see in others. The traits you hate the most often reflect something inside you. That arrogance you dislike, that insecurity you judge, that weakness you criticize, may exist within you. But instead of accepting it, you project it outward. This is why certain people trigger you, not because of who they are, but because of what they represent. This is why so many people feel lost, not because they lack success, not because they lack relationships, but because they lack connection with themselves. You are living through a mask, and your real self is buried. That feeling of emptiness is not weakness. It is disconnection. It is your mind telling you something is missing. And what's missing is you. At some point in your life, you face a choice: continue running or turn inward. Most people run. They distract themselves. They stay busy. They blame others. Because facing yourself is uncomfortable. It means accepting things you don't want to see. I am insecure. I feel jealousy. I have anger. But this is where growth begins. Jung believed something powerful. You don't become whole by removing your darkness. You become whole by understanding it, by accepting it, by integrating it. This doesn't mean becoming negative. It means becoming aware, understanding your anger instead of being controlled by it, understanding your fear instead of running from it. The moment you become aware, everything changes. You stop reacting blindly. You stop being controlled. You stop blaming others. Because now, you see clearly. You understand your patterns. You understand your triggers. You understand yourself. And that is real power. So the next time you feel something uncomfortable, don't run. Don't ignore it. Don't pretend it doesn't exist. Look at it. Understand it. Because your shadow is not your enemy. It is your truth. And the moment you face it, you don't just understand your life. You take control of it.